Hello, Goblins. Now, we try and keep things pretty silly on this podcast, both intentionally and unintentionally. Johannes. But the truth of it is that after these fires in Los Angeles, our hearts are broken. LA is our home. Yeah. I mean, it's home to a lot of my bandmates. It's home to the entire Right Now podcast staff. And it's home to many of our amazing podcast guests. Like today's guest, Harry Mack. Now, full disclosure, we recorded this podcast back in December, and we were so excited to show it to you guys because we all thought this was one of our favorite episodes. I mean, Harry Mack makes Dr. Seuss looks like he never spent 8 years getting a doctorate in rhyming. Not to mention, he's so dang charming and positive. We thought it would be the perfect episode to air during these trying times. But then, a few days ago, we also learned that Harry Mack was one of those many people who tragically lost his home during this disaster. So I'm recording this from home / underneath the desk / the small basement Johannes keeps me in. And first and foremost, I want to say that this may change the course of some of the guests we have booked. A lot of things have changed. People have had to cancel and move around their schedules because, let's be honest, a Goblins podcast is pretty low on the priority list. But now is the time to go full Goblin mode. Activate those green hearts to help Harry and his family and many other families devastated by this tragedy. We're going to provide a link that Harry suggested of verified GoFundMe to the people in his community. So support Harry in any way you can. Buy his merch. Go see him live. And hopefully this episode will act as a reprieve while also showcasing what an absolute talent and incredible human being Mr. Mack is. Guys, when you watch him freestyle, you're going to be like, how? Well, the answer will reveal itself right now. Johannes, get right. I'm basically like Harry Mack.
No.
I'm like a Snoop Gob. Harry!
What's up, man?
Hey, what's good?
Oh, wow. I couldn't tell if those nails were going to slice my...
No, Harry.
How we doing?
Good, how you doing? Have a seat in the throne.
Yes, wow. Thanks you so much for having me. This is
where
awesome.
you belong, in the throne.
Hey, thank you, my friend.
How's it feel?
It feels amazing.
I'm excited to have you, Harry. I've heard so much about you.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to learn all about you.
Yes.
Because I looked you up on ChatGPT.
Oh, good.
Yep.
Yes.
I had the robot do the work.
Good.
And now I'm here, ready to learn all about you. And just so you know, that's my producer, Johannes.
Johannes, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great, man. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I apologize in advance for Johannes. Okay?
All is forgiven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and we haven't started recording yet, and we may never record.
Oh, good. Okay, great.
So I'll tell you, once we kind of feel it out.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, people come on the podcast.
Yeah.
I can tell they're a little nervous and stuff. They've never been in, a scenario with
Actual Goblin.
I was going to say with a superstar.
Oh, right. That too.
Yeah, with a superstar podcaster, so they're in the presence
Right.
of greatness. So sometimes it's like a little weird.
It's intimidating.
Yeah,
I won't
and-
lie. I'm a little nervous.
It's okay.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
I wanted to bring you on, Harry,
Yes.
because I feel like I'm from the metal world. Okay?
Right.
And it's like way over here.
Yes.
And then like a lot of times like the hip hop world is like way over here.
Sure.
And
Yes.
like granted, Fred Durst, bridged that gap. But I feel like I want to bridge that gap
Yeah.
in the podcast world.
Let's go.
So I'm ready to bring our worlds together. And
Yes.
this is what it's like when worlds collide.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is how it feels. I'm here for it.
This is how it feels.
Yes.
Well, right now, I have with me YouTuber, freestyle, rapper, podcaster, Harry Mack, everybody. Give a round of applause.
Yes. Oh, thank you.
Harry
thank
Mack
you.
in the building.
Oh, man. So happy to be here with you,
Yeah,
man.
Harry Mack.
Yes.
You got a brother named Big?
Big. Yes, I do.
You got a brother named Big?
Yeah.
Where'd you get the name? Harry Mack. Because
Yeah.
a lot of you don't have like little in front of your name or
No.
anything, or
No, you know what? It's essentially my real name, Harry Mack. So actually, I have my parents to credit for that. Yeah.
so you didn't go with like a rap name. And what brought that decision?
Well, so the thing is, I went through so many rap names, and they were all just really terrible.
Name them. Name some of the bad ones.
Yeah, so my first rap name was MC Wonder. And
Okay.
I spelled it Wundur. Wonder. Yeah, I had it embroidered on a hat. You know, you
Because
can go to the mall and get a hat embroidered.
Was that kind of like a play on Wonder Bread? Because you were like a white bread rapper?
Not actually, but
you
in
shut up.
hindsight, yeah, you know, I wish I could take credit for that, but it wasn't that deep. It just, I don't know how it came to me, to be honest. I was 11 years old when I first started.
It's okay. I've heard stories where like people just like typed in something and they're like, that's how he got Childish Gambino or so. It's like,
Right.
people don't really put a lot of thought into theirs. I thought that's interesting because
Yeah.
our band name is called Nekrogoblikon.
Yes.
So clearly we've put in zero thought into our name as well. And I wonder if that's like a common theme where it's not really about the name.
Right.
It's about what you do with the name.
Yes, it's what you do with the name. And then the name becomes something once you've done something great, you know? But
That's
I just
right.
got so tired of having these names that didn't really, none of them stuck. So at the end of the day, I was like, you know what? I'll just be who I am. I'm Harry Mack now.
You're Harry Mack.
Yeah, exactly.
And walk me through this because
Yeah.
you're known as a freestyle rapper.
Yes.
For those goblins out there that are just listening to shredding all day and they're like, what's freestyle rapping? How would Harry describe what is freestyle rapping?
Sure. Yeah. Well, it's a little complicated because the word freestyle has
Okay,
actually,
then forget it. We want to keep it real easy for these people on the internet. They don't get nuance. You know, it's got to be straight and narrow down the center.
I got you. I make it all up off the top of the head. That's all it means. I make it all up. Freestyle rapper. Yeah. Nothing written, pre-planned, pre-memorized.
Wait a minute. I just had Matt Walsh on not too long ago.
Okay.
He created the USB.
Okay.
You know, the thing that goes in your computer. It's like
UCB.
like a big improv. What's that, Johannes?
UCB, Upright Citizens Brigade.
Oh, similar.
Yeah, very similar.
Yeah.
And so he does a lot of what's called improv.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
Which is just making stuff up. But that's what you said it's called freestyling.
Yeah. I use the word freestyling to mean improvising. Yeah. Making up a rap off the top of the dome, so to speak.
Do you know Wayne Brady?
Yes.
Because that's kind of like what he does.
It's exactly like what he does. Yeah. Wayne Brady is amazing.
I agree, Harry.
He's incredible.
Wow.
Yes.
I feel like when you came in here, I thought we were going to be worlds apart.
Right.
But I'm already realizing we're kind of like the same.
Oh, yeah.
You and I.
Well, definitely.
So you just come up with things off your head,
That's right.
off the dome,
Off the dome. Yes.
off the dome.
That's right. That's
Yep,
right.
I had that written down. It said off the dome.
Oh, good. You've done your research.
And I said, are you the Wayne Brady of freestyling? Already covered that. He is. Okay.
Well, no, nobody can be the Wayne Brady of anything. Wayne Brady is one of one. Shout out to Wayne. He's incredible.
Hand to gob, I fully agree. Okay? Right? So here's the thing.
Yes.
I'm so curious about this.
Okay.
Because it seems like sometimes
Yeah.
when I bring on a really good comedian,
Right.
okay, and we're vibing,
Yeah.
we're doing some really funny stuff.
Sure.
There's always a bunch of trolls on the internet that goes, oh, they wrote that funny stuff. But we didn't. I can tell you that I literally can't pay even my producer. We don't have enough to hire a writer.
Right.
So do you get that a lot? Do people, because you're very good at the freestyling.
Oh, thank you very much.
I haven't seen it. I'm just saying what it says on the page. But I will see it.
Yes.
I will see it today, hopefully.
yes.
I might even see it right now. Actually, we'll wait a little bit.
Well, okay.
That's,
Wow. Oh my
that's
God.
called a tease.
My
That's
heart
called a
skipped
tease.
a beat. Wow. That was intense.
But I feel like people, when they see you,
Yes.
you're getting millions of views on your things and you're out on the street
Yes,
carrying
yes.
around your little speaker,
That's right. Yes.
they're probably like, this guy wrote it.
Right.
You get that a lot?
Oh yeah, totally, man. Yeah, I mean, well, that's the curse of being, a good freestyle rapper is people will always accuse you. Oh, he wrote that ahead of time. Oh, he planned it out. All these people that are supposedly throwing him random words are actually just plants. He hired these people. It's all prearranged. It just kind of comes with the territory. It's the best compliment you can receive, really.
I just like people on the internet assume that everyone making content has way more free time and money than we actually do. Like, think of how much work it is to get good at a craft.
Right.
To them, it must be an easier route for you to go on Craigslist, hire a bunch of random people with an ad that says like, need you to show up to Venice Beach and give me 3 words and then tell me I'm a good freestyle rapper on camera.
Oh, yeah.
Sign a release, go down to Venice, right?
Yeah.
Listen to your thing, be like, and then be so good at acting that when they blow their mind, it's like, guys,
It's crazy.
Or, hear me out. This dude has been doing this his whole life and maybe he's just gifted.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, maybe I'm just the best comedian that's ever had a podcast. It's like,
Well, you are.
It's just like, maybe that's a thing.
I think it is a thing. It's definitely a thing. And I think the other thing that's so insane is the skill that would be required to compose and memorize that many bars and lyrics, because I mean, I have just like years worth of content on the internet and I'm constantly posting new stuff. It would be so much more impressive in a weird way if I was actually able to write and memorize that much material.
I like that. Think the troll is so troll. And by the way, just so you know, long-standing beef, you want to talk about hip-hop beefs?
Right.
Goblins and Trolls.
Right.
They're like the original West Side, East Side beef.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I
feel
mean?
that. Oh, yeah.
And I don't have to tell you which one's the trolls.
Right. Right.
Because I wouldn't know, because I don't know what that means. So, but Harry,
Yes.
I feel like people on the internet think that they're giving, or think that they're trolling you.
Yes.
Think that they're tearing you down.
Right.
But they're kind of giving you like the best compliment there ever was.
Yes. I mean, the goal of a freestyle, in my opinion, is to not sound good for a freestyle, as in like, oh, it was good considering he improvised that, but to sound good just compared to, the canon of hip hop. So my goal is for it to sound like I took the time to write it when in fact I'm improvising it live. So if somebody says, oh, there's no way he improvised that, I do receive that as a compliment.
Well, I feel like there's an old saying, which someone was yapping about it. I don't know, maybe it was Pete Holmes or somebody.
Yeah.
Someone with improv. Speaking of improv, they say, don't bring a gun on stage and don't shoot it. Because the whole time everyone will be staring at the gun going, when's he going to shoot it?
Yes.
So I brought a gun, so to speak. I know you're not really into that kind of hip hop, but I brought a gun who's one of the world's best freestyle rappers. I feel like we just got to go ahead and shoot it just so we can experience it.
Yes.
And then we can talk about it afterwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Johannes had prepared some beats. Johannes, did you make these beats?
No.
I didn't think so.
No.
Do they have beats in Sweden?
With the headphones? Yeah. We do.
Oh, okay. Great. All right. All right, so.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
This is Harry Mack, ladies and gentlemen. This is a freestyle rap. My name's John Goblikon, and I approve this message that this was completely made up.
Yeah, right from the soul. This was made up live, don't listen to the trolls. I kick lyrics for stress relief. Goblins versus trolls, that's a classic beef. Like the West versus the East, so who's gonna win? You know I'm on here representing for the goblins. Yeah, I break it down old school, it's medieval. I'm rocking with the Goblin, so shouts out to Smeagol. Ain't no rapper on the planet who could test this. When I get the mic, I be saying, my precious. Shouts to all the fans supporting the king. The master of the cipher, I'm the Lord of the Rings. Yeah, every time I spit, I'm rocking it tough. Yeah, bring the food for thought that they gobbling up. I got a meeting off the plate, too great when I create. I'm about to crush the game, no debate. I spit it honest and authentic, never no bull. I melt a rapper's flesh, I'm revealing his skull. Yeah, I break it down for y'all, I've never been no fake lord. Damn, Goblikon got his face on the skateboard deck. I be catching wreck, living out my lifestyle. He said, when you gonna rhyme? I said, right now. I'ma get it poppin', y'all know the deal. I'm never faking when creating. creating, dog, I'm always for real. Yo, I'm locked in. I do this here more than often. The first time I've been rocking with a Goblin. And when I spit, I gotta say you truly fly. Look at this dude, this guy be in the suit and tie. Well, I don't see the sports coat, so it's kinda casual. But when it comes to freestyles, all of mine are factual. And y'all know my freestyles might enrich you. By the way, this wall's incredible, yo. Who done drew these pictures? I'ma break it down when I'm deep in the zone. I'm shining like chrome, get busy on the microphone. This style that I'm using, yo, is truly my own. I'm a king, so he said, yo, take a seat in the throne. And I'm here now, representing, lyrically inventing. It can't be computed. Homie, let's do this. Deep like Confucius, I meditate like a Buddhist. You can't bring a gun on stage and not shoot it. So we gon' have to shoot our shot, my lyrics truly hot. Hey, I go from freestyles to the movie spots, and all in between, always it's clean. Every time he's rhyming, man, y'all know that it's serene. I break it down every time I speak to you. Lyrics, I'm a freak for you. When I rock, I shock like Pikachu. Y'all ain't really that fire with your bar stanzas. Y'all just kinda fire. Y'all like a Charmander. I'm fully evolved with all the magic. Mad hit points, I'm holographic. H-Mack is rare and I got it going on. Bars, you gotta catch them all like Pokemon. I'm still going cause you know that I'm a passionate man. I thought that your nails would be slashing my hand. I was worried, dog. The reason the Don was scared cause he thought he'd have to bleed from the palm. Well, I'm bleeding over beats and it's flowing through my veins. Get you open, I'm insane. I'll be healing all your pain. Other rappers quaint, fill the canvas with the paint. My objective here today was just to make the Goblin faint. Yeah, y'all know it's straight to heaven where I send them. I'm rolling with the Goblins, I'm rolling with the Gremlin. Every time he spits, yo, it's always with the flair. I got Goblikon straight up falling out the chair. Let's go.
Okay, cut the music, Johannes. Johannes, let's record. Let's record. Okay, I think he's ready.
Yeah, that was a good warm-up.
Good gob. Okay? I have a lot of thoughts.
Okay.
I have so many thoughts.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. So, there's a couple things.
Yeah.
Something I don't personally enjoy.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because I'm a goblin. A lot of people assume a lot of things about me.
Of course.
One of them is that friggin' hilarious.
Yes.
So when I go on podcasts,
Yeah.
a lot of times I'm there, they're just like, oh, you're a goblin. You know, be a goblin, be funny. And
Right.
I hate that pressure.
Yeah.
I really do.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Can't imagine.
It's like literally, I feel like it's like that little monkey. They're like, oh, dance.
Right. Yes.
Do a
Yes.
dance.
Yes.
And I feel like that's when I always fall on my face.
Yeah.
And I kind of felt bad. You know, I was like, I know he just got here. You know what I mean? He literally walked through the Walking Dead outside. You know, he got here safely.
Yes.
He got upstairs.
Yes.
And right off the bat, I was like, I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him. He ain't warmed up. I'm going to make him freestyle rap.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then what happened was a religious experience.
Oh, thank you. For me as well.
I feel like I don't even know where to go from here other than you can take the throne with you. It's yours now.
Oh my God.
I'm pretty sure
honored.
this show is yours and I'm yours. And
Wow.
I think we're going to be together forever.
Yes.
And
Yes. It's
I
beautiful.
mean, good luck, Johannes. You know, what are you going to do, pal? Imagine following that. You know what I mean?
I'll
not
keep
trying
him
to
on.
follow that.
We'll keep the staff will be the same.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, next week there's going to be some comedian who's like, yeah, I got a podcast. You're like, all right. Try naming everything in the room and then having it rhyme together. Because right now, that's what freaking happened.
Oh man.
So now I want
you.
you
Yes.
dive back in
Yep.
to what just happened,
Yeah.
assess,
Yep.
you know, and I want to learn about it.
Yeah.
I want to learn what was happening in that hairy mind of yours,
Yes.
the Mac mind.
Yes.
Hashtag Mac mind.
Yes.
I wanna
Hashtag
know.
Mac mine.
Because here you are.
Mm.
I've seen some of your TikToks,
Okay.
and you like ask for words and stuff. But
Yes.
this time you didn't ask for a word.
Right.
You just kind of were going. So
Yeah.
what when you're freestyling
Yes.
is happening to your body physiologically? Like what is going on? Are you just trying to zen out? And at what time
Yeah.
do you give your soul to the dark side and let that take over?
Yeah.
And let that speak through you? Because I can only assume that's what was happening.
Yeah, you have to turn your soul over to the dark side almost immediately.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I did. Yep,
well,
check.
in order to acquire any skill set of any kind, in any medium, that's usually the first thing that happens is the exchange of the soul with the devil.
Yes.
And then, so that happened years ago.
Okay.
But that was kind of just a one-time thing. So now, it's really just about this flow state thing. So when
by the way, you should start a podcast and call it that.
You know what? I think I will.
I think you should.
I think I will.
That's like a catchy kind of name. You know what I mean? I kind of like one of those things I can see on a billboard.
Yeah. Well, first, for anybody watching, just Google Harry Mack flow state to make sure it doesn't already exist.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't,
let's add up. Buy that domain, okay? Okay. Go to your daddy.com. Okay. So,
but yeah, it's a flow thing. So it's like getting in the zone, freestyling is something that I've been practicing for more than 20 years. And so over time, I've built my skill set up to the point where, I'm able to sort of always be looking just slightly ahead of where my mouth is rapping. So whatever's coming out of my mouth, I'm already, as soon as it's kind of locked in and I basically understand how it's going to be constructed, I kind of just almost lock that in, if that makes sense. And then I can almost kind of push it to the side and compartmentalize it a little bit, even though my mouth is still vocalizing it. And that buys me just enough time to look over and decide that I want to reference right now. And then I start kind of thinking what rhymes with right now so I can set that up. So I would think lights out. Every time I spit, it's lights out. When we're going to rhyme, we're going to do it right now. And before I actually say right now, I'm already looking to the skateboard. I'm seeing that in my periphery. So it's this kind of like, here's where my mouth is and here's where the rap is. And then here's where I'm looking. And it's just slightly ahead of what I'm saying. So I never, I never have to drop the ball, hopefully.
Sorry, I wasn't listening. I was thinking about what I was going to say. I was thinking about what I was going to say next.
Yeah.
I was thinking chair, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll say bear. It's like that's kind of.
So you're getting it. Yeah.
Okay. So we're talking about the rhyming.
Yes.
Let's use that as an example, okay?
Sure.
Because again, got to keep it very simple out there on the interwebs.
Of course. Yes.
Let's say do you first go chair, or do you know you want to go bear, and so you're finding which component comes first?
That's a great question.
Is it?
Yes.
I got one.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, man.
Thanks, everybody. Round of applause for your host, John Goblikon.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So which one are you searching for, Harry?
I'm first searching for the target word, or so like right now, for example, is a target word, or goblin, or when I said suit and the tie. So I'm seeing the reference first.
Okay.
And then I'm working backwards to find what rhymes with it. And usually I say the rhyming word first and then lead into the so-called target word. So it's this kind of like quickly working backwards, if that makes sense. Like when I see skull, I don't just say skull. You could. So that would be like, hey, yo, I show a rapper skull, because when I rhyme, I got pole and I bring it from the soul. That's one option, which is just kind of this linear forward moving way. But the way that I usually do it is I see skull, I save it, and then I think of something that rhymes with it like soul, and I say that first. So every time I spit, I deliver from the soul. I do it from the dome. These livers come out my skull. And I continue sort of daisy chaining the couplets, the rhyming couplets as they're called, together in that fashion, if that makes sense.
I can't even remember where I put my car keys. You know what I mean? And you're like one step ahead.
Yeah.
Let's go back to Baby Mac.
Yeah, okay, yes.
Young kid Mac.
Yes.
Trouble concentrating in school? They're like teaching a lesson. You're like, I already solved tomorrow's lesson. Just so you know, I did it.
Yeah, sort of.
Was that a problem? Because when I was a little gob, I mean, besides being, ridiculed every day and bullied.
Sure.
I found like I wanted to be, I don't know what they call it, the class gob. You know what I mean? Everyone's like, entertaining people and I got in trouble a lot. They were always like, John, you won't stop talking, And I was like, right now. And they were like, what does that even mean? And I kept saying like, you will in 25 years,
Yeah. Oh, so you were planning ahead.
I was like, it's going to be a podcast. And they're like, what the heck's a podcast? I'm like, oh, you'll see. I'll have a producer named Johannes. And they're like, what's a producer and what's a Johannes? But I just like, I've always been like 25 to 30 years ahead.
That's impressive. That's more impressive than just being like half a bar ahead.
That's right.
So actually, you're kind of the masterful freestyler.
Well, I mean, game recognizes game.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And that is my name. You know what I mean? And I think I'm going insane. You know? Okay. All right. I'm getting it.
Yeah,
So,
you got it.
when you were a kid,
Yeah.
issue, or was it like a superpower?
It was kind of like a superpower, I think. You know, like I've always had a very active mind. So like I didn't like reading. Hated reading as a kid.
Same.
Yeah.
Same even now. Just like, wrote me up a bunch of notes on you. I'm like, no thanks.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. It's better to just wing it.
Yeah.
And similarly, it was hard for me to sit there and write. I was always procrastinating, putting everything off till the last minute. But at the same time, I wasn't really. I was a good student. I was a good student somehow, some way. I for some reason felt like it was important for me to do well in school when I was a kid. So I wasn't really like the class gob, so to speak. I got in trouble a lot for talking to my neighbors, but I wasn't really wilding out in the classroom or getting bad grades, really.
What about English? Because
Yeah.
I feel like your vocabulary
Yeah.
is, I mean, it's like all theirs combined times 10, you know? But
Thank you.
It's, so that must have been something you were interested in?
Yeah, I did. I enjoyed the subject. I've always loved words, and I've always loved playing with words. So anytime it was like a poetry segment in school or anything like that, I'd get really into it. I've always been really drawn to it. So yeah, there's something there for sure. But I do think my vocabulary is overhyped. Because there's lots of words that I don't actually know the meaning of. And if you watch some of my videos, somebody will give me a word that most people know, and I'll be like, oh, what does that mean? I don't know what that means. And then in the comments, they'll be like, how can this guy be such a good freestyler, but he doesn't know what eradicate means? That one, I do know what it means. But, whatever, some word that I don't know the meaning of. So I think actually my skill is less that I have this like massive vocabulary, and more so that I've just trained to be a master of the words that I do know, if that makes sense. It's like mastery of my vocabulary, but not necessarily mastering the vocabulary.
Sitting in this chair, Harry,
Yeah.
what I'm hearing, and this is just what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm hearing a Harry
Yeah.
who has let the trolls come in and make you feel like you're not a master of linguistics.
Oh, well, no,
But you have a command of language.
Yes, definitely.
And you have an ear.
Yes.
You have like almost like goblin-sized ears. Not
Essentially.
physically.
No, but yeah.
Hearing-wise,
Yeah.
that you can
Thank you.
hear a word and go, oh, I know a couple of words. Like, I bet
Yeah.
everyone's always, can I take a guess?
Take a guess.
The word that's most commonly thrown out?
Yeah, what is it?
Orange.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah,
Because
orange.
everyone says you can't rhyme orange.
Yeah. It's nonsense.
Borage. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not even hard.
Yes.
But,
Orange.
but it's like you hear that and you go, oh, contraire.
Yes, absolutely. Well, because, you can rhyme with any sound because there's these things called slant rhymes, which are words that sound like they rhyme, even though they don't technically fit the definition of a perfect rhyme. So when I hear the word orange, all I have to do is focus on that main syllable sound. So I get rid of the GE at the end, that J part, just drop that off. And then you just kind of have this orn sound, or. So then you can rhyme with a lot of things. Like you could rhyme orange with for, believe it or not, or form, or born, or thorn, So it'd be like, yo, when I spit, I'm sharper than a thorn. Out of this throne, I can never be torn. Every MC, I'ma hit them with the scorn. I'm peeling lyrics off of my brain just like an orange.
You know when you say a word so many times, it it's not even a word anymore?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I'll never look at it the same.
The word orange?
Yeah, they'll hand me an orange. I'll just throw it right back at the vendor and I'll say, I don't know what this is anymore.
Yeah.
My brain has been melted. I know this rhymes with a bunch of things, and now Harry has melted my mind. Hey, Goblins, it's playoff time. So that means it's right now or never. Don't miss out on the last few weeks of football action with Prize Picks, the best place to win green while watching the playoffs. You can win up to 1,000 times your money right now on Prize Picks. Did you know this sports season, Prize Picks offers MasterCard for quick and easy deposits into your account. Prize Picks also offers weekly promotions that can lead to big payouts like Taco Tuesday, each and every Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. That's got a good ring to it. What about that? Just coin that phrase, Taco Tuesday.
Pretty sure that's already or whatever.
Prize Picks discounts select player projections up to 25% to provide even more value for your lineups. Oh, Johannes, wait till you see the picks I'm doing this week. I'm picking, and then I'm thinking about, you can just like add like the best players in post, right, Johannes?
No.
Well, in that case, I'll just pick Lamar Jackson, MVP. Download the app today and use code right now to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's right. All you have to do is download the app today and use code right now to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, run your game. Do you have certain words that you have freestyled so much that now you're like, it's not even a thing to me anymore. I don't even know what this is.
Oh, yeah. And that's the challenge at this point is like getting new words. And I have so much data, I didn't plan to, but as a result of making this content for so long, it's like I've done this massive study on what the most commonly said so-called random words are. And well, I get a lot of orange because I get a lot of the unrhymable words. So that's like orange, wolf, silver.
Wait, wolf?
Purple. Yeah, wolf. What rhymes perfectly with wolf?
Both, Kolf, Dolf, Eof, Folf.
Yeah. So there's at least 7 options.
Golf.
Golf is a good one.
Golf and wolf. If you say it like John Goblikon,
yeah.
Actually, you should start rapping like John Goblikon. It'll help you.
I think it will.
Wolf and golf. Just like
I didn't want to step on the thing you have going on here.
Yeah, that's true.
I respect it so much. So, but with your blessing, I'll start rapping with you.
We don't have to have a rap beef. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let's try not to.
So you're so good with this.
Yeah.
And we talked about Wade Brady.
Yes.
Have you ever had a desire, or have you ever done like improv, like in a theater where they're like, oh, can I get a suggestion? And there's always a guy in the back like dildo, and you're like, all right, here we go, same scene we've seen every time. But you ever want to do that?
Yeah, I would love to do it. I've never done it. I've never done like improv comedy or improv theater or like sketch improv or anything like that. But I would love to do it. I think I would learn a lot from doing it. And it's funny because when we go on tour and do like my live show, it has sort of organically become very theatrical because I'll get, I do that where I get random suggestions from the audience. It's a fully improvised show and it's highly interactive. We're receiving suggestions via QR code from the audience. So they'll give me these like wild off the wall topics. And some of them are so crazy that in order for me to feel like I can sell it to the crowd, I have to like embody the character. So I'm doing all these wild physical acting things on stage, and it just sort of happened organically. But I would love to do that in a comedy context.
We gotta get him on stage with an improv troupe.
Oh, dude, I would love it. Yeah,
just a ton of dudes with beards wearing zip-up hoodies, and Harry Mack, who's also wearing a zip-up hoodie. You're basically dressed as an improviser right now.
Oh, yeah.
You could walk into any theater in Silver Lake and jump on stage and no one would be like, he don't belong here.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate that. I try.
Yeah, I mean that in a good way. I feel like you could just cross over.
Yeah. Well, I try to look the part. Yeah.
So, but I ask improvisers this question.
Yes.
Does that mean you don't enjoy writing? Like an improvised actor like Matt Walsh, he was always trying to like make up his lines, he said.
Yeah.
So it's like, he must not like memorizing his lines. That must be a pain to him. So is writing a pain to Harry Mack?
Yes. Yeah. Generally speaking,
okay, good.
Yes.
Next question. No, but why is it a pain?
I think, well, I do, so I write in the morning. I do this thing called the morning pages. I write 3 pages in the morning, but it's just a brain dump. So I'm just writing, like my hand is writing as fast as it can to keep up with.
That's like me, but I'm doing a body dump.
Yeah, that's important too.
After I have my coffee.
Yeah, that's good too. That's part of most people's morning routines. Yeah,
excellent.
Yeah, so this is like that, but my thoughts onto the page. And so I really enjoy that and I benefit from it. But I think when it comes to rapping, I don't know, it's almost like if I have too much time to overthink stuff, I just get in my own way constantly at every turn.
Yes.
And so it's like I need the pressure and the adrenaline that comes from saying, hey, I'm going to commit to whatever comes to me right now, and I'm going to make it work, and I'm going to make it cool, no matter what it is. It's like this wide open kind of approach. It really helps me. And I think if I had to write everything down and perfect it and record it and release it, there would be no Harry Mack, the artist. I would never get anything out. It would be so slow and so tedious and so painful for me to actually work that way that I just wouldn't even have a body of work.
Sitting here, I'm just going to say,
Yeah.
what I'm hearing,
Yep.
again,
Yep.
is young Harry Mack, baby Mack,
Yeah.
who needs to just stop trying to, put boundaries on what he can and can't do.
Yes.
In a way, I feel like Harry needs to go from the no state
Yes.
to the flow state.
Let's go.
Yes, that's what needs to happen.
Yes. Yes.
You
That
need
could
to-
be the title of this episode.
That is.
From the no
He
state
ain't
to
gonna write
the
it
flow
down.
state.
He ain't gonna write. He don't know.
I'll remember.
He's like,
Yeah.
freestyle the title. And every time it comes out, I'm like, what is this, Johannes? Anyways,
Yes.
he's not going to help, but it's okay. So have you ever had the desire to write and record songs? Because that's what
Yeah.
I'm doing with my band right now.
Beautiful. Yes.
And so do you just get in the booth and you just freestyle the whole time?
It's a combination of both. So actually, it's funny because at the end of last year, and then for the first 3 or 4 months of this year, I really set a goal to spend the first few hours of every day writing and recording my own original music. And I'm very known as a live freestyler, mostly known for my video content, like on YouTube and social media, but much less known for my recorded music. So I wanted to challenge myself to experiment with different processes and figure out, how that might work for me. And so it was really awesome. I really loved it. It was challenging, but I experimented with a bunch of different processes. So sometimes I would actually write word for word, like when I was doing those morning pages. Sometimes I would just try to do them in a rhyme form, and take the best parts of that and see if there was a song brewing there. Other times I would just go in the studio, get behind the mic, and just hit record and improvise, maybe improvise until I felt like, it's kind of getting a little off track here. Let me stop and I'll punch in a couple bars back and pick it up where I left off. So sometimes I would just string together different moments of improv, but I experimented with a lot of different kind of processes.
Man, we're basically the same, Harry. Because
Really?
I used to just be the mascot, so to speak,
Right.
or kind of like the hot go-go dancer on stage with the band.
Yes.
Because I was a fan, and then I got on stage, and they started touring with the band.
Yeah.
And then suddenly, they allowed me to become the lead singer.
Wow.
But I was so scared.
Sure.
Because I had spent basically my whole life just being, this just kind of sex symbol on stage.
Yeah.
That
I
just
see
kind of
that.
gave vibes and dance and got the crowd going.
Yes, of course.
Who could also crowd surf,
Good.
would also get in the mosh pit.
Yeah.
But I was so scared when they were like, John, do you want to sing for us? Because I felt like I don't really know how to do this, do I? And now I have to write songs and I have to
Yeah.
become like a true front goblin of the
Yeah.
premier Goblin metal band Nekrogoblikon.
That's a lot of pressure.
That's so much pressure.
So how'd you find your footing?
I haven't.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I have
better.
no idea.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just going to try a bunch of beers and just see what kind of happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not sure, Harry. I was hoping you were going to tell me what I should do.
I think it's all about experimenting, man. Try a bunch of different things, see what sticks. Try a couple beers.
Yeah.
If that doesn't work, try meditation.
Meditation. I've been hearing a lot about that.
Yeah.
I really got to try that.
Give it a shot.
I really
man.
got to try it.
Yeah.
So, Harry,
Yes.
speaking of beers, it says, Omegle Bars, Gorilla Bars. You spend a lot of time in bars. How are you, a big boozer?
Ironically, no. I'm not. I'm actually sober. I don't drink at all.
Why are you going to all these bars? It says you spend all your time in Omegle Bars, Gorilla Bars.
Yeah,
Any
yeah.
kind of bars you can get your hand on. What is that?
Yeah, I love bars, but bars meaning, rap bars, like lyrics, like, oh, he's got bars, or, oh, that was a dope bar. I don't know if you're familiar, because in the metal world, you guys probably say, oh, the chorus is 8 bars, right?
I got to be honest. They're playing in 7/8 and stuff. I can't tell you when the chorus is for the most time.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Yeah, but
Fair.
sometimes, I'll tell you this, Harry. If
Yes.
a metal guy comes up to you and goes, "Hey, man, that was a good bar," I got news for you. He ain't referring to the music. He's
Fair.
probably in some dark cave with 5 people who have been there since 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
Just blasting Slayer.
Sure.
with 2 for 1 on, PBRs or something.
Yeah.
But with you, it means like the music. It means a bar of music.
Exactly. The lyrics. Like when I'm rapping, I'm spitting bars. That's another way of saying like, oh, dude is rapping. This he's spitting bars.
Yeah, we say we're shredding faces or something like that.
Yes, exactly. Same thing. Same thing. So, so I go on Omegle, which is no longer exists. But are you familiar with Omegle?
No.
Oh, well.
It sounds like something. Like some kind of disease you would get.
It does.
You know what I mean? Where like at late at night, you're seeing an infomercial. It's like, if you suffer from Omegle, please take Baratin, or something. Side effects include, you might die, something like that. So
yes. It does sound like that. And actually, I think I'm mispronouncing it. It's actually said Omegle, but which also kind of sounds like an ailment that you might have.
Yeah, sure.
But I just mispronounced it early on from the beginning, and I sort of locked it in as Omegle with my audience.
Well, I'm sure the commenters were nice about that. I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure they told you politely.
Very forgiving. No, I got called out on it, but it's like chat roulette. It's a website that just randomly pairs you on video chat with a stranger from anywhere in the world. So that's what Omegle is, and I would go on there and pair with random strangers around the world, and I would have them give me words or topics, and I would do some bars for them. So hence Omegle Bars.
What was one of your favorite experiences? Because here's what happens to me a lot doing a podcast that I really enjoy.
Yeah.
Sometimes we'll have guests that I'm like really excited about. You know what I mean? It's like I'm like, oh yeah. I'm excited to have them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, appreciate it.
Not one of them. Wait. No. Harry.
Okay. I'm listening.
Okay. Sometimes I have guests that I'm not as familiar with.
Oh, okay.
But then once I experience them on the podcast, it becomes my favorite thing, which is what this is. Okay. So, but I'm just saying, so I wonder if you were in this chat roulette, because we all have, preconceived notions. We all see something. We judge books by their cover.
Yes. It's true. Yep.
And so did you have an instance where you're like, oh, I don't know how this is going to go. And it ended up being the best experience.
Yeah, all the time I went through that. And I think that's what's sort of compelling about the content is it's this kind of like story of, me putting myself out there to try to turn skeptics to believers. When I first tell people, hey, I freestyle, they're like, oh yeah, okay, well, we'll see, and they're not always that outwardly skeptical necessarily, but I think a lot of people, they're not sure. You pair with a random guy on this video chat site that pairs you with strangers from all around the world. You don't necessarily assume it's going to be something great. So my whole thing is, going up to the plate and taking a big swing and doing everything I can to hopefully blow their minds. But when you ask about like my favorite experiences on there, I mean, I had this one moment that was really powerful because at first when I got on there, I just thought it was going to be kind of this silly, fun thing, whatever. Maybe I do it once or twice, a little bit of a gimmick kind of thing,
Never heard of it.
Yeah. You don't need one.
Yeah.
And so I thought that's what it would be. And I thought, cool, that's great. And then at a certain point, as I kept doing it, I started to realize that there were these really awesome human moments. And so one of them in episode 18, I think it is, of the series, I connected with this guy. It was during COVID. And I did this crazy freestyle for him like I normally do. He gave me some words like Yoda and Batman and something else. And I
words.
Yeah. I strung them all together and did a freestyle. And afterwards, he was like, that was great. Could you do another one? And could you do it for this person? And he actually held up, it was very touching. It was she was his fiance and she had passed away. And it was the what do you call that? The like pamphlet that they handed out at the service, the program from the service. And I was like, wow, this is real. And can you share some things about her? And he shared a couple things about her. And I dropped a beat and did a song dedicated to, her. And
it wasn't a diss track, was it?
Not at all.
Oh, okay, that would have been.
Not at all.
I mean, oh wow.
It was a thoughtful tribute. I was quite like nervous because it's oh my God, this is a lot,
Yeah,
But it was a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful moment, and it moved the guy to tears. And I was teary eyed afterwards, and it was a really special thing.
When you began freestyle rapping, did you ever think that freestyling was going to take you to sit across from a goblin, and B, put you in situations where you're like sharing a cry, having a little cry?
Yeah. Did I ever think freestyling would put me across from a goblin? No. but I'm so happy that it has.
Yes, and
Yeah,
that's
yes,
improv.
and.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
said yes, and now you're an improviser.
Now I'm an improviser. Finally, I've been trying for so long.
And scene. That's all you need to know.
Beautiful.
Okay.
We're on. Yes, have me at the USB, and we will plug that in.
That's right.
No, did I ever think it would bring me to tears? Yes, I think I always knew that because music has always been very deep for me.
Yes.
And ever since I was a baby, I felt music very deeply. I feel like, as weird as it sounds, I was born a musician in some sense. I don't know exactly what that means, but I used to crawl to the speaker when I was a baby, and I'd start vibrating when certain music came on and stuff like that. So the emotional capacity of music, and hip hop music in particular, but every form of music, if it's genuine and authentic to move people to tears, is something that I've felt and been familiar with my whole life.
I love that because
Thank you.
we did a music video when we first came out called No One Survives. And a lot of people, they have like an emotional reaction to it, which I love, you know?
Hell yeah.
Because in it, it's just my life, getting bullied by my boss, Brad. And so, that's a bit emotional. And usually when I'm at work, I spend a good bit of time locking myself in the porta potty and crying.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
They don't even let me use the actual bathroom. They have
my God.
construction site down the road.
That's disgusting. I'm so sorry.
I want to know, do you know metal music? And do you, what do they say? Do you with it? Is that what they say? Do you with metal music?
Dude, I want to with it.
Okay. Well, guess what, Harry?
Yeah.
I want you to with it.
Let's with it.
Okay. So I wondered, so this is one of our songs we have an instrumental version of.
Oh, hell yeah.
A big song called This Is It. I feel like I chose this song in particular because when I hear this song, and when we play it live, everyone's kind of, it's got a bob to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Credit to the band for writing just such a banger.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I wondered if you would try and freestyle over one of our songs. So it's like metal, hip hop, never been done before until right now. I wondered if you would do that.
I would be honored to do that. Do you want to give me some words for this one?
Okay, let's have some fun with it. You guys shout out some words and I'll think of some good ones.
What? Circumlocution. See, this is one of those instances where I have to ask. What does that mean?
It means when you're like trying to be vague by using too many words.
Beating around the bush. Circumlocution. One of the best words I've ever gotten.
Okay,
I love it.
Here's another word.
Okay.
Is don't ask Adam again. Okay.
Don't ask Adam
that's
again.
Fine. He's done. He's done.
Circumlocution.
Okay. He's done.
Yeah.
Or dead to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about that?
Yeah.
Sweden.
Okay. Yep.
And what about you, sweetie?
I was gonna say that, but now I don't know anymore. I have to think.
Okay.
You got it. It could be anything.
IKEA.
Pretty much same thing.
Yeah.
Derivative.
Yes.
Derivative.
Yes. Derivative. That's a good one too.
Okay.
Derivative.
This isn't a big word or anything like that, but I feel like it's what's happening to you.
Yeah.
Transformation.
Transformation.
Yeah, transformation.
Yes.
Do you need to write these down?
No. I'm going to try to hold them in my mind, because that's part of the fun for me. But let me
have
just
one last for you.
Yeah.
Underappreciated.
Thank you. I am.
Great. And that is how I feel. So thank you, Johannes.
Yes. Okay, let me review them. Don't remind me, though, because I'm going to see if I have them memorized. Circumlocution, right? Circumlocution, dancing or kind of beating around the bush by using a lot of flowery words. Kind of. Okay, circumlocution, Sweden, IKEA, transformation, and underappreciated. Are those the words?
Guys, ever got their word in?
Cool.
We
and
feel
don't
good
ask
about
Adam
that?
again. And don't ask Adam again.
All right, here we go. Well, right now, this is an original.
Yes.
Harry Mack, Nekrogoblikon is happening right now. It's got a nice flowery intro, and then the beat's going to drop. Can we turn it up just a tad?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Come on.
There we go. That's good.
Come on.
Oh, I thought you said to stop.
Oh, Joe. All right, hold on. I'm going to add a word.
Okay, yeah.
Fired. Yeah,
okay,
fired.
Got it.
Okay.
Yes.
Fired. Add that to it, okay?
All right, got it.
Yep. He was in the
Sorry,
flow
man.
state.
God, that's rough.
Okay?
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right, here we go. Get
You'll
back
hear
in
the beat
flow.
drop, and you can just kind of do your thing.
Oh, beautiful. Okay,
Here we go.
Thank you. This is an honor. Yeah. Yo, I keep rocking on the hottest songs here with Goblikon. I just keep striving for greater, it's never gonna settle. This the first time we doing freestyles on metal. We gon' take it to the peak, give you more than a portion. Plugged in like a guitar, I need extra distortion. Turn me up higher, 11 on the amp. I'm here with the Goblikon, repping for the camp. Listen, they can't do what he's doing. Top position in the game, what he's pursuing. If you ain't ready, then I think you need to clue in. I'm precise with words, no circumlocution. Yeah, yo, I won't dance around the subject. These other rappers still haven't shown me love yet, but we gon' convert them soon as they heard them. Every time that I rhyme, I align and I shine and I climb to the peak of this. They repeating the lyrics that I kick from LA to Sweden. Y'all know the reason. If you don't, then I see ya. I assemble words like it's furniture from IKEA. Yeah, we tie the room together. A whack rapper gets consumed forever. Let it boom through the speakers cause it's clever, hard to measure, tough as leather. When I get down on this lyrical endeavor, I'ma break it down when I'm snapping for them. That's some big vocab, I won't ask Adam again. God damn, I can tell that Adam is a visionary. Need a definition, now I'm pulling out my dictionary. What I mean to say is I'm dope, but I don't want to say it head on. So I say, I hope thou shalt recognize through studying the musical arena which I occupy that one of the hottest guys would be a good way to describe. They like, what's he saying? My bad, circumlocution, I was just delaying. All I'm trying to say is Harry Mack's the dopest. I gotta be the illest, I'm representing through showbiz. Break it down for all of y'all. When I'm here creating, I'ma crush it while I spit more fire than Satan. Spitting flames from the mental, there ain't no debating. Changing over metal tracks, this is my transformation. Yeah, hey yo, the problem gets solved. I transform the Charizard, I'm fully evolved. H-Mack is breathing fire, I'm here with the Goblin. Never stopping, the people can see that we locked in. Yeah, taking it there whenever I get loose. They dig the energy that Harry can produce. Yeah, I'm going there when I'm all up in the session. Rhymes I deliver off the mind will impress them. Hey yo, I'm about to go there, the flow's rare forever. I'm dropping these songs, this tough as leather. Y'all know that I keep it clever. Okay, even with that break, I keep my cool G. A little extra bar or two for they tried to fool me, but I'm still on. Y'all know your pain gets alleviated when I speak. Yo, they seethe with hatred. I'm the illest off the dome and it can't be debated. MC's not related, pain alleviated. I'm underappreciated. We about to change that. I grip up on the mic, the beat, I'm about to flame that. I lift you higher, the one that they admire. Yo, in this game of rap, I chase everything I desire. I keep it authentic cause I never been a liar. I'm sitting in a throne, I'm a king, call him sire. If they claim they better than the Mac, they a liar. I'm sorry dog, it's rough, but the last word is fire.
Hell yeah.
Wait, you cut it before the breakdown?
He said fire.
That's the best. Fired. Absolutely fired. Absolutely fired and fire.
Thank you.
Fire.
Thank you.
Well, give a round of applause, everybody.
Oh, thank you so much. Was that all the words?
I think so.
Did I miss it? Oh, thank God.
Wow. Good news and bad news, Harry.
Yeah, hit me.
Good news, bad news.
Yeah.
Good news is that was one of the most incredible things I have ever been a part of.
Oh my God, thank you. Me too.
The merging of hip hop over one of our songs was one of the greater experiences in my life.
Oh, me too. It was an honor, man.
Yeah.
Seriously, that was a banger too.
Bad news,
Yeah.
I think you've single-handedly revived rap metal. So
Oh no.
now I feel like it's gonna really just come back. But honestly,
yeah.
in addition
Yeah.
to going to a theater and ending with a bunch of people who used to do theater,
Yeah.
I think you should start like a rap metal group or rap rock group or just something.
Well, man, let's collab. You know, can we get in the studio together?
I think that's what I need.
Yeah.
That's what I've been missing.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to like write properly because I've been so down on myself. I need a Harry Mack
Hey, I'm there, man.
to help me.
I will bounce ideas, whatever. Let's do it.
I love that. And before I get you out of here,
Yeah.
I feel like this whole thing I've been like really learning and trying to figure all this stuff out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I also want to get to your podcast. I guess you got a podcast.
Yes.
What's it called?
It's called Flow State.
That's what
I know.
I I gave you that title though, Harry.
I gave a wink to my manager on the side, and he put the text out, and we already got it.
Wow, good. You guys move fast.
Yeah, we go fast. Yeah.
You got a good manager.
Yeah.
I gotta get. I'm represented by State Farm.
Oh, okay.
So slow
Yeah.
right now. Worst agency I've ever had.
Yeah.
Barely any auditions.
Wow.
So, anyways, I want to know, Harry.
Yeah.
Do you think
Yep.
you are so good at freestyling that you could teach a lay goblin how to freestyle? Do you think you could coach me into a bar? Like I just need like one. You know, just one bar.
Oh, yeah, well, first of all, you already got multiple bars because you were riffing on a rhyme earlier. I can't remember what you were rhyming with, but you were doing your thing. But yeah, man, I could definitely teach you. You know, I could definitely teach you. It's simple. You know, you just need some rhyming words.
Okay.
And then some connective material in between them. So pick a word.
Goblin?
Goblin. So what rhymes with goblin?
Ooh, what rhymes with goblin? Noblin?
Noblin? I don't know if that's a real word.
New word. What's the word that rhymes with the most words, Harry?
Hand rhymes with a lot of words. How about hand?
Let's do hand. Hand. Bland?
Bland. That's perfect.
Sand?
Sand.
Durand?
Durand.
Behind band.
Band.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Band.
Look at that.
I'm in a band.
You're in a band.
With a hand.
With a hand.
Okay.
So you're already rapping. So now all you got to do is pick one of them. Which one do you want to use? You want to use band?
I want to use band.
Okay, because you're in a band. So the setup is going to be you start with band to set up your target word, which is hand. Okay? So it's going to be like something, 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 something to something band, something, 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 something hand.
Ooh.
So we just got to fill in those somethings with some connective material.
Okay.
Which we just improvise in the moment. It can be anything. It can be very simple. Do you want to try one?
Yeah, that sounds really easy.
Yeah, give it
I
a
think
shot.
I got this. Is there a beat, Johannes?
Yeah, we can do another beat.
Okay.
Wow,
I
you're
mean-
going straight into doing it on a beat. That's impressive. I mean, that's bold.
I mean, Harry, this is what this podcast is all about, man.
Yeah, taking risks.
Taking risks.
Yeah.
This is the transformation. I'm transforming before you.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Okay. Yeah. Turn me up in my headphones. Am I not wearing headphones?
Oh, you're not wearing headphones.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right, well, give me headphones and then turn them up, I guess. I don't know. Or just turn up your headphones, Johannes, I guess.
There you go. If somebody
Turn
turns
up
up their
your
headphones,
headphones.
we'll be okay.
Turn them up.
Yeah.
They're up. They're up.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Something, 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 hand. Something, 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 band.
Oh.
That's it, right? Is that? That's what
Yeah.
you said. Do something, 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 hand, and then something, 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 band.
Well, actually, I said do something, 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 band, and then something, something, something,
I
hand.
messed it up, Harry.
But no, you know what?
No, I messed it up.
No,
I'm not good at this.
There are no hard rules. You know,
Okay.
it's still rhymed.
All right.
It's still rhymed. And, you know, it was in the rhythmic pocket, you know, which is important.
Yeah, well, I'm a good dancer. So let's try again. Let's
Obviously.
try again.
All
Let's
right,
try again.
Run it back. Here we go.
So I start with band or hand?
Start with band.
Start with band. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm a goblin, and I am in a band.
Hey.
I got a big green hand. I'm sitting with Harry Mack.
Yeah.
And guess what? I'm a hunchback.
Oh.
I'm here, and I'm in this room.
Yeah.
I'm here with all of you, and I might meet your doom, Adam, because I did like what you did to Harry Mack earlier when you were trying to give him a little word that's gonna like I gotta mess him up. I don't like that at all. So guess what? You're still fired.
That was fire.
Racina, motherfuckers!
Oh my God, dude.
I feel good. That's
You
all
should.
because of Harry Mack.
Wow, I can't even take credit for that. You took it to a whole nother place, man. I was just expecting one little rhyming couplet, and you went off. You explored a different cadence. You spoke on something that was real in your heart, which was the frustration you feel for your team members. It was beautiful, man.
Dude,
I really love it.
Harry, you know what? I like the way that felt.
Yeah.
Is that kind of what you feel? Because that reminded me
Yeah.
of like when I'm on stage and I'm just like rocking out with
Oh, yeah.
Nekrogoblikon and the fans are screaming.
Yep.
I got that same feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I get that same feeling when like I'm just like screaming at Johannes, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Or
Yep.
you know what I mean? Like I finally get paid after a couple of weeks of working for Brad.
Yeah.
It's like all those feelings, like when I was doing it, I was just like, oh, I could do this forever.
Yeah, I feel the exact same way, man. That's why I've been doing it so obsessively since I was 10 or 11 years old, because it just feels amazing. It's a blissful thing, especially when you're getting in that flow state and you kind of lose sense of time. You lose that sort of self-consciousness. You're not judging yourself anymore. You're just kind of in the moment, just flowing and bringing things together in real time. It's incredible.
So tell me about your podcast. Is this
Yes.
what the podcast is like?
Yeah.
Is it just, you just bring someone on and then they just leave without a face because you just melt it off every podcast? Is that what you do?
Basically, that's the goal. Yeah, that's
Okay.
the goal. If the face has not been melted, probably didn't really show up my best that day.
Because it looks like you've had some pretty great guests. I mean, Tony
yeah.
Hawk.
Tony Hawk, yep.
So Bobby Flay.
Bobby Flay, that's right. So many great guests we've had on
Rick Glassman. All right, get with them all. You know what I mean? Get with them all. Did his podcast. You know what I mean?
I saw you did his podcast.
Yeah, he's coming on mine, or he may have been on mine, depending on when we release that. That's up to Johannes, so it'll get messed up. So, Harry,
Yes.
I wondered if you're talking to Tony Hawk,
Yeah, yep.
okay?
Yep.
And just like you and I, we're finding a lot of common ground here.
Yeah.
What was it like with Tony Hawk and a chef, Bobby Flay? Like, do you find the same kind of things? Do they have a flow state?
Yes. That's what I find is for people like Tony Hawk, Bobby Flay, people who really excel in their field, whatever it is, outside of music or within music, there is this commonality of getting into that flow state when you're operating at a really high level. And, usually when there's a little bit of pressure, right? Like athletes will get in their flow state. Like if Tony Hawk's doing an important run, that's the type of thing that might focus somebody in. So that's basically what the conversations kind of center around is I try to bring people on who are really great at what they do and find out, if flow state is something that they resonate with, and if so, how.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who is one guest you're dying to have?
Well, I got to get you on.
Yeah, that's what I wanted you to say. That's what I wanted you to say. Well, you know what? I had Matt Walsh on.
Yeah.
Zero respect.
Oh, really?
You know what I mean? He was like, I was like, when are you going to have me on your podcast? He said, I'm in some B tier, C tier of guests. Harry, I would love to do your podcast.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Outside of John Goblikon, Nekrogoblikon, who would you want on your Flow State podcast? Like, who does Harry Mack look up to?
Oh, man, I would love to have Nas on my podcast.
Okay.
That would be a dream come true. Questlove. From the
Questlove.
Roots. Yeah.
Wow. Love Quest.
Black Thought, also from the Roots. Andre 3000.
Flautist. Flautist?
Yes.
Flounder? What do you call it?
Flautist.
Yeah.
Flautist. Yeah. Yes. Surprise flautist and one of the greatest MCs of all time. So
He raps as well.
He does.
I'm only familiar with the flute stuff.
Oh, good. Well, that's
Yeah.
a great entry point, actually.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Did
Did you say absolutely?
absolutely? No, that's a Harry Mack original. That's just
wow.
how your brain works.
I
It's
really thought you
immediately.
said that.
Yeah.
I
It's
just
like,
wanted to give you credit if you had said that.
I never get out wordplayed on this podcast. But Harry Mack, you done did it, sir. So, Harry,
Yeah.
I get everybody out of here in the same way. It's called the Right Now Rapid Fire Questionnaire. And here's the
Oh, yeah.
thing. Normally, I got to preface it. There's someone sitting across me drooling, and I'm just like, all right, just say exactly what comes to your mind. Like, don't overthink it. Just,
Yeah.
I don't think I need to say it to Harry Mack, So, right off the dome, rapid fire questions. You
Yeah.
just say whatever comes to Harry Mack's head.
I got it.
All right, ready?
Yep.
Left or right?
Right.
Westmoreland. Favorite genre of metal? Okay,
Screamo.
there's a snail chasing you, and the snail's moving at a snail's pace. It will follow you for the rest of your life. You can go as fast or as slow as you want, but the snail will always be moving in your direction. If you touch the snail or the snail touches you, you die. And before you ask, yes, it can swim and survive in any atmosphere. What's your plan to survive the snail, Harry Mack?
I'll go at a slight angle, 13-degree angle or so. So as I circumvent the Earth, the snail will be moving at a different angle, and I feel like it's unlikely that we would cross paths.
I'm going to marry this guy.
I don't think it works, though, because the snail's always following me, right? So.
Oh, it could. It's
Yeah.
fine. We didn't pay attention in school. We were freestyle rapping.
I think I have to go the snail's pace. That's how to avoid it. I also have to go the snail's pace, because if I go a human pace, then I eventually lap the snail, and then I touch it, and then I die.
See, everyone's always talking about going faster with that question.
Right.
But it's like you're going to tire out. Don't you ever sleep? But you're just going to go to snail's pace.
Yeah.
Slightly off.
Slightly ahead of the snail. If we're going at the same pace, we'll never touch. She'll always be a foot behind me, or whatever.
Harry Mack, have you ever been to Trader Joe's?
Yes.
All right, thank you so much, Harry Mack, everybody.
Oh, thank you so much, Goblikon. Oh my God.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
And now, Harry, Johannes, if you want to prep another beat for me.
Yeah.
Normally, we have everyone promote their stuff right to camera about what they have coming up.
Yes, sure.
But I'm like, it's Harry Mack. I think he will freestyle promote himself.
Oh, that's perfect.
You know, so whatever you want to promote
Beautiful.
in any way possible, you could just do so to camera.
Right
Johannes,
here.
let me know when you're ready.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I blow your mind with this dope flow. Am I the illest they ever heard? I hope so. I go for broke, got the game in a chokehold. Off the top of the dome, I improvise my promo. You coming to see me live? I wanna be sure. 2025, y'all, it's the Anomaly Tour. It's a unique experience, different from all other concerts. Cause I hop on stage and perform a bomb verse, but I don't preconceive that shit ahead of time. I improvise every line off the head with mine. That's how I deliver the sickest rap shit. At my tour, every show is interactive. We doing like 25 venues around the country. The US, Europe, the UK. Come get hungry for the realness. Submit your words through QR code. Give me outlandish topics for these true raw flows. You could come to every show that we list up on the flyer, and everyone is completely different. Everyone is fire. Not just slightly different with a couple of tweaks. Like maybe I'll catch them later in a couple of weeks. It's completely new material. Come through and hear me, bro. Every time I'm on the stage, I'm ill when I steal the flow. Now check the way I maneuver. I know it goes great. On stage, I go ape, but also catch my podcast flow state. Yeah, cause y'all know when I rhyme, I do it well. I winked at my manager and he bought the URL. And we used AI to backlog 20 episodes. So you can go and watch all 20 now while I let it flow. I speak on the mind and all of my lonely thoughts. I make heads spin 900 like Tony Hawk. I spit in a godly way, and you know I probably wake them like coffee, that's every day, while I chef like Bobby Flay. Put me on the TV screen, we gon' end the episode. All I do is plug my mind in, then I let it flow. I keep rocking on, it's the hottest song. I'm the definition of a problem, a dawn locked in with Goblikon. We here now, I'ma put it on ya. Yo, do you want me to freestyle your sponsors? I could probably do it while I get the room high like marijuana. Stack commas, word to Goblikon, but I'm a monster.
We don't have any.
Good, we're not getting paid. Yo, this podcast is C- grade. If you want to sponsor it, you should think twice. But I will say, on a human level, he's nice. Was that offensive to call you a human when you're clearly not? Sorry, I just improvise live. The people hear the thoughts. Yeah, matter of fact, we about to take it there. When it become a deliverance right off of the mental, they know when the Mac is rare. I do it with flair. I'm grabbing the vocab and I go mad and I rip this and I represent for my district. I defy the laws of physics, making all y'all believers. A+ the achiever. Goblikon, when I saw you was shaking, I thought you was having a seizure. We need the ER and the medics now. All these rappers get beheaded when I come through with the illest shit ever. They go sweat it. We about to kill it off top. And y'all know we gon' make the mic drop right now. Harry Mack, Goblikon, we keep it hot. Let's go.
There you go, everybody. Oh my God, Harry Mack.
Oh, man.
Wow. It cannot get any better than that. Except it will. Because under your chair,
Oh my God.
there's actually a promo I need kind of like you to read. It's kind of like my stuff I need promoted.
Really?
So I usually have everyone kind of just like, I write a little script. I'm also a writer. So I thought maybe you could kind of like read
Oh, wow.
what I have written for you.
I thought it was going to be a gift, like on Oprah.
It is.
Oh, okay.
It's the gift of giving.
Oh, that's really
Yeah.
beautiful. That is
Yeah.
really beautiful.
So give it.
Yes. Oh, you want me to read this?
Yeah.
Oh, this is insane. This is a rhyme.
I mean, I'm not much of a writer, but you know.
My name is Harry Mack, and that's a fact. And right now, you are listening to the Right Now podcast. So tell all your friends to subscribe and like. After all, it's easier than riding a self-driving car. Wait, that doesn't rhyme, but that's okay. Because a new episode will drop every Tuesday. And one more thing, if you want some clout, order a cameo from John for a special shout out. This has been emotional. I might even sob. Harry Mack and John will have you screaming, "Thank God!"
That's my favorite episode. That's my favorite episode.
Oh man, I'm so
We
glad.
did it. So,
Wow.
good news and bad news.
Yeah.
Good news is favorite episode.
I love it.
Bad news is podcast is over.
All right. Hey, all
Johannes,
good things must come to an end.
You're fired.
Who's going to do this then?
I don't know what this is anymore.